is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome you all to part 2 of Path of Exile on the PlayStation 5. We are continuing our tips and tricks for beginners here, and by tips and tricks we mean really just how to get the fundamentals of the game and get you cracking, and then we'll keep going with the playthrough if people are enjoying it. And off camera, I am exactly where we were in effect, but off camera I've done a little bit of shopping and we're just going to run through using a little bit of our currency here. So I went to speak to Nessa and had a look through her gems, thank you, and I've bought a few more, and I'll just show you what I've done. So on the bow we've now got explosive trap with a new support for traps. So I bought a swift assembly support which supports trap mine basically. Supported skills have 9% chance to throw up to 1 additional trap or mine. Supported skills have 6% chance to throw up to 2 additional traps or mines, and then 3% chance to throw 3 additional traps and mines. Supported skills throw traps randomly around targeted location. So that's now supporting the explosive trap that we bought, wasn't it? Yep, that's it. So we've now got that supporting explosive trap. We've got pierce support on galvanic arrow, which was our lightning one, which fires 3 at a time, but it's also now linked to split arrow, which fires 3 out at a time as well. So that's now, all those are now piercing. So I've now got 2 sections there with piercing through enemies into 2 other enemies. What else do we do? Burning arrow is now linked to volley support. So when we fire burning arrow, we're going to get 3 coming out at once now instead of 1. And I've done the same with ice shot, is now got volley support as well, and volley support changes it. Sorry, yeah, it's 3 shots, so you had 1 shot, you get an additional 2 with volley support, so that's fantastic. So we've done really well there. At some point, once I've got more items that are, see, those 2 are linked, we talked about this in the last part, because that bottom one's not linked, it means if I put something in there it doesn't benefit from volley support, it has to be linked. So once we get more that are connected by 3, by the way, you can get up to I think 5 links in these things. Don't think it was more than 5, but I could be wrong. But these, once we get more, I'm going to just talk you through how you can do that, or you can wait for drops of things that have 3 links. Like our hat's got 3 links on it, which is why galvanic arrow and split arrow have both got peer support. Yeah. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to quickly show you some of the things that when we sell stuff to her, she gives us these currencies, yeah, and these currencies are what we use to upgrade all of our items, all of our weapons, all of our armor, all that sort of stuff. That's what your currency's for, it's to uber you up. So I'm just going to show off a few of them here. So, and just to confirm what's happening here, so that's our currency tab there, and again the currency tab isn't free. The game's free to play, but if you want the currency tab, it's well, it was on sale. I got it for 30 gold coins. I'd advise anyone playing this game, if you're going to invest any money in it, just get that one tab to start you off. It's only like the $3.99 deal will get you 50 points, and it's 30 points for that tab. So we're going to try out the Orb of Transmutation, which turns a standard item into a magic item. And I'm going to, it's a bit early in the game to be wasting these. I got these items from, or that item particularly, from my other playthrough. So this reforges the links between sockets, and these are quite rare to get, so you have to really use them when it's something you really want to keep. But I'm just going to show it off to you so you can see it working. And then this one, which you can clock these up pretty well actually. You get these if you sell Nessa or any shop, if you sell any item with 3 of each, 1 of each color socket on them, then they will give you one of these as a currency, and it changes the color of the sockets on your item. So here we're going to try it now. So here we've got well, you can see up here we're using 3 small life flasks, and I happen to have in my stash medium ones, which we're now allowed to use. So we'll do the medium lives. Well, actually I only need to do 1 because one of them's already magic, so we'll put that in. So a blue item is a magic one. When it comes up blue, comes up white, it's a standard item. And actually we could do it all in here, can't we? Let's get rid of that while we're on with it. So we're going to change this medium life flask into a magic item, turn it blue and give it more perks. So that's the Orb of Transmutation. So if you hit use with X and then go over to the item and hit X again, there you go, it's turned it into a simmering medium life flask, and it's got better recovery, and it's got a 53% reduced amount recovered, 135% increased recovery rate. I mean, it makes a big difference. Actually, no, we do need to do 2 of them, because I've actually got 3 healths in there, haven't I? Oh, what are you doing? That's medium life, that's medium life. Yeah, that's right. Why am I confused? They're just a different shape medium lives. Well, I was going to do the manas as well. Do I have a medium mana anywhere? Well, that one we can do straight off the bat. So let's... Another one of those. Orb of Transmutation. Fire it onto the medium mana flask. Oh. Oh, you can't do it when they're equipped, strangely. It's a bit strange. I thought you could. Alright, what's happening, people? Thank you. Anyone would think I didn't know what I was doing. Right, here we go. So we're going to turn the Orb of Transmutation and turn this into a blue. There you go. Extra perks, people. That one particularly grants immunity to chill for 7 seconds and blah, so it wasn't really connected to mana as such. We're going to do the same with this one. Actually, no, we're not, because that's a small. What we actually want is a... Well, in fact, let's do that other life one, because we want another medium life. Stop that, Steve. Excellent. What we're doing. Right, there we go. Alright, it's got 3 smalls to put back into the thing now, which you could always use for another character. And we don't need that now either. I've picked that up by mistake, actually. I should have picked up a medium. Medium mana flask. There we go. So we have got another one. So we'll take that. You can sort it down at the bottom there just by flicking the right stick if you have the flask tab, but again you have to buy it. So we're going to turn this one into magic. And to be fair, I normally wouldn't do this really unless I was at the large flasks, but anyway, they'll come in handy in the future, I'm sure. So it's quite early to do this, but I'm just doing it for showing you fine folks what's happening and how to use things. There we go. So that's all of our healings and manas now a magical item. And we could do the same with the weapons. I mean, you do exactly the same thing with the weapons and the armor. It's just that I'm not wearing or using anything that I'm going to be hanging on to. So I don't think there's really much point at the moment until we do a bit more. As far as what was I going to do here? Right, so I've grabbed this hat, right? This hat, we can't use it yet. We need to be level 11, but I'm just going to use it as an example of showing you these other 2 items, which is the Chromatic Orb and the Orb of Fusing. A Chromatic Orb is the one that changes the colours of these sockets. As it happens, that's not too bad, but it would be nicer if they were all green, or 2 greens and a blue would be quite cool. So we're going to try that first. If you hit use, and then you can, when you go onto it, you'll see you've got a repeat apply or an apply. If you hit a square, you can keep adding more and keep trying. If you do 1, it will just do 1 with X. So we're going to do apply. Well, that's not bad actually. It's given us a blue and 2 greens, so I'm actually happy with that. Really? So we won't do it again. So the one thing that we want to do now is try and hope that when we use this Orb of Fusing, it changes that into 3 links. But this is completely random. It could leave it the same. I think it can turn it into no links. So it might not be kind. I found it really random when I did it before. Yeah, it's done the complete opposite of what I wanted, which was to make it all 3 linked, basically. So, go on, we'll use another one. We'll try it again, people. I've only got one more, but we'll give it a whirl. So I've actually ended up with what I had before, apart from it's blue instead of a red. So I've wasted my 2 things that are quite rare to get hold of. So there you go. So that's why you kind of want to wait until it's something you really want to keep. To be fair, I do really want to use that, so it's just a bit unfortunate. And again, though, you might end up picking something up that's suitable anyway, so you wouldn't have to waste your items like I've just done there. But anyway, you get the idea. You can see how they work. And let's just get rid of that because we don't need it for now. And we'll get rid of those currency items. And there we are. So there's a 10-minute of just how those items work. The other items in here are similar types of things. These whispering essences, or these essences, sorry, these turn normal weapons, items, jewelry, anything into specific rare things. So they become yellows, if I remember, which are rares. And they're really, really, really good. But again, you want to hang on to them for things you really want to be using for a while. These ones at the top here, Orb of Alchemy, upgrades normal item to a rare item. So it's doing the same kind of thing as an essence, but without the essence's perks. It's a bit more random. And the Chaos Orb reforges a rare item with new, so that changes a rare item to have new modifiers in it. And you just do the same process as I was doing on the other stuff there. It's just pick it up, throw it on the item. And these 2 at the top, the Blacksmith Whetstone, improves the quality of a weapon, and the Armourer's Scrap increases the quality of armour. And the quality basically makes it more uber. As you keep slamming in the quality, it'll make it better and better as you keep doing it. So there you go. So there's a quick walkthrough of all of it. I don't think I missed anything. Oh, actually, well, yeah, that Jeweler's Orb changes the amount of sockets on an item. So if you pick one up that's only got 1 socket, you can try and use those to give you 2 or 3 sockets. But again, it's completely random, and it's it's really unfortunate sometimes, like it was with the other one that I've just wasted there. But there you go. So hopefully that's been of help to you. Let's crack in. Let's go off to, if I remember rightly, we're off to the Mud Flaps. Yeah, thank you. Let's get some fighting on. Now, the one move that I don't have, and I might have mentioned it in the last part, is raining arrows, or arrow rain, or something like that. Basically rains arrows from the sky, which is superb for dealing with masses of enemies at once. And once you've got heal on hit, it's superb for keeping your health up. Let's try our fire one. There you go. So we've got 3 fire ones coming out now.
My mana is gone.
Blimey, got a bit rusty there, people. Lost my mojo. This is the night after the day before, people. That's got 1 of each socket. So as I said before, 1 of each colour means it will give us one of those items for respecking the colour on a item when we sell it. There you go. And there's our 3 arrows coming out of our ice shot now. There's the pierce. That's the pierce working in the split shot. Yeah, quite like the old ice shot. It's pretty sweet, isn't it? Woohoo! Level 5, people. Come on. Starting to cook now. Let's just give ourselves a little moment to level up. Yeah, we're not too far away from another 2 level ups, and we'll be getting our first biggie one there, which is 20% increased projectile speed, 20% increased damage, and plus 20 dexterity. The dexterity and the strength and the intelligence, they all matter as to what kit you can wear and stuff, so you have to get those points as well. So another 10% to our damage, people. Lock it in. Right, we want to... Let's start up at the top here. Right, okay. We want to get these exclamation marks, because we need to be part of a quest, actually. I think there's 3 of these to pick up. Ooh, with a freeze moment there. There's that rubber banding I was talking about in the previous part. It's not doesn't happen very often on the new gen consoles, but it does kick in from time to time. That was weird. It wasn't too long into the play that the woman started selling the rain of arrows.
My mana is gone.
Ow. Get out. Seems to have been quite calm with the drops today. Seems to be getting yellows for fun over the last number of days. I don't know how I've managed to... I'm going through the middle here. We'll pick up a couple of magic ones. Need to sell some stuff and get some more currency going. I can't actually remember the best way to get the ones that I just wasted, the linked ones. I just do remember they were quite rare. But there might be certain items you can sell later on that gets you them a bit easier, which I'm not remembering. So you can always tell me in the comments below if you know what that is. And that's the item that relinks your gem sockets, is the one I was talking about there. So I feel like there might still be one. Gem to pick up. Another level up already. Bloody hell. It's well worth killing everything in the area. Like every area you go into, it's well worth killing everything in it at least once. The enemies will repopulate after about 10-15 minutes of not being in the area. So, I mean, I leveled up pretty swiftly because there was a few areas where I spent so much time in my menus that
My mana is gone.
by the time I went back, everything had repopulated, so I just had to fight them. Well, I didn't have to fight them all again, but I did it just for the XP. It feels not but a few seconds ago that we were in here, people. Another 10% then. That's it. One more level up and we'll have our ballistics. Yeah, there's another gem up there. I can see it. Oh no, it's not actually. This is where you put the gems. Now maybe it is 3. Maybe getting myself a bit confused there. So once we put those in, it'll open up another path. Let's just do this.
Black storms descend on us from the north. Unnatural tempests of rage and hatred lashing our backs, tearing at our houses. The rain is shot with shadow. It withers our crops, sickens our livestock. And the wind carries with it a restless spirit that breeds melancholy and madness. A spirit that creeps through our dreams, weaves tales of misdeed around our resting minds. We try not to listen. We try to remember ourselves. Some of us, brothers fight. Brothers die. Town punishes those that quarrel and steal and murder. Yet still the nightmares goad us into malefaction. We
Really? Got no idea what I just picked up there.
sleep.
Right, I think this house is clean. Oh my goodness me, what I'd give for a pair of fast boots. Hopefully we find something sooner rather than later. Oh, that was... did I bring it with me? No, I didn't. I think I picked up, from my other playthrough, I think I picked up another necklace that changes the rarity of items. I thought we might be able to wear it for a while.
Black storms descend on us from the north.
Why am I playing that again?
So
Just got that sleep. Right, we're going to put our gems in Das Val. And we're going to head into the Submerged Passage here. Try to remember if there's a... Yeah, we've got a bit of room left, haven't we? It's fine. Kill the monsters in the Fetid Pool, yeah. Hey, I feel like being in the... Oh, what's happened there? Alright, just taking down a note of where we were, people. Oh yeah, there is one. There it is. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Yeah, that split arrow's actually better than I'm giving it credit for, actually. And now it's got the pierce support in it. It's going through loads of enemies. Might start using this for a while, see how we get on. Ow. What the fucking hell was hitting me there? I was getting absolutely hammered. Whatever they're firing at me is doing me a huge amount of damage. Fucking hellfire, they were hard work. I think I'm too used to my level 5 character now. Can always drop some of this stuff if we find better things. I think I keep firing at stuff and forgetting that I don't have life on hit with this character, because I do on the other one. So while I'm fighting, it just keeps topping itself back up, which is why my health keeps getting really low. So we're turning over the boulders and going into some of the barrels, because they do give you the wisdom scrolls and stuffs. I mean, what is that? I didn't even see... I didn't think I got hit by anything there. I think it's when I'm stood in the water itself. It starts eating away at my health really, really badly. I think that's what it is. They throw like a whirlpool down on the floor, and if I'm stood in it, it's just ramming my health off me. Unbelievable. Clocking up for fun here. Oh! What are you doing, Steve? Here we go, people. First big one. So we're getting another 20% increased projectile speed, another 20% increased projectile damage, and plus 20 dexterity. Boom! Beware me, for I am Uber. Well, not really, but feels it. Yeah, I mean, these badges are going down much quicker, aren't they? Oh, hello. Boss fight. Fucking hell. Absolutely hammered there. He did. Didn't really drop anything of great worth, sadly. Well, there's one of 3 colours. Actually, I think we had this conversation with ourselves last time. I think I thought it was one of each colour, but I think it has to be one of each colour linked to get one of those special items, because we've tried that before and it didn't quite work. How we're looking? Actually, it just dawned on me that we don't have a scroll of teleportation yet. Portal scroll. So you don't have to, once you get the portal scrolls building up, you don't have to look for a waypoint anymore. You can just teleport from where you are back to... straight back to town. And then once you finish what you're doing, step back into the portal and back. But you get a limited amount of time to come back. I think it's around the same time. Might be about 10 minutes or so. The flooded depths. Well, I'm actually thinking that it's probably not a bad idea. We're quite close to it anyway, I think. Maybe not. Quite as close as I thought. Just have a quick teleport back. Just free up our inventory a little bit. Improve a point. Yeah, so if it's that one didn't have 3 linked, it just had 3 different colours, 2 of which are linked. Yeah, doesn't give you one of those special items, so it has to be 3 linked. But nevertheless, it's giving us currency that we need to use at some point. There you go. So that axe just gave us that special item there. And if you use that on a weapon, it will change the colours of, like we did earlier, it will change the colours that are on the item of the sockets. What's that? 29%. Oh, 29%. That's pretty high. I think that might be higher than what we've got on. If you hit click on the left stick, it'll do a compare. And, well, it says that this item's a level 4. But it's actually got better increased mana regeneration than the level 6 item that we've got on. So, definitely going to put that on. Oh, wait a minute. That's 29 increased mana regeneration rate. Oh no, 29%. That's right. It is right. Put the other one back in the storage. Curious that I didn't have a... Well, we've got a bow there we can be using later, but we need to be level 14 before we use that. That's a... Oh, we can use that. That's a level 5 bow, which we can use now, which is also magic's. And better than the one we're wearing. Let's just check the others. 6 to 16, 8 to 21. Oh, right. 6 to 16 or 8 to 21. I think one's a bow. Oh, they're both short bows by the looks of it. Heated short bow of mongoose. That's... Is it 3 blue? Oh, it's only 2 sockets I've got on that one. So in fact, we could do well here. 29% elemental attacks. Adds 2 physical and gain 3 life per enemy per kill. It's not that great. Okay, we'll go with 29% increased elemental damage with attack skills. Seems reasonable, doesn't it? Make your mind up, Steve. Right, I'm going to go for that one. So in fact, if we stick that on, and we've got it's explosive trap in this one, I think, isn't it? Yeah, swift and minute soul. So in fact, if we just take a moment here and go That's ice shot and volley support. So if we take that out of there now and put ice shot in there and burning arrow in there, that means that we only need to use one volley support for both of those moves instead of using two volley supports to do the same thing. And that's what we were looking for. Extra links, people. And then those two, explosive trap. Oop, steady. Can go in there with its support. So that's freed up a whole item that we can do other things with now when we get other moves. And a socket free in there. Oh, I think I've put the... Hang on, I think I've done something wrong here. What did I do? Explosive trap. Oh, volley support. I've left volley support on. That needs to come off. Trap support is what we wanted there, people. And that other volley support can just come back into our inventory now. So we've saved ourselves a socket. In fact, we don't need that bow anymore. I might as well just sell it. Jobs are good, and people. Off we go. Well, as it happens, we can probably wear, just very quickly, we can probably wear better kit out of our thing now as well, by the looks of it. Yeah, we can. But we'll come back and we'll look at that another time once we've freed up a bit more of it, I think. Let's get on with it. Whew. You can always tell if the area has reloaded, because the map, you can see up at the top, the map's still discovered. So that would all be blanked out again, and you'd have to rediscover it all if you hadn't managed to get back in time. And all the enemies will be back. Just follow your little cursor on the big map to get back to where we were. Blimey, it's very quiet down here. Hello, bigots. Oh, hello. They're not. Ah, portal scroll. There you go. There's our gems leveling up. So the gems get, just to reiterate, the gems get more and more powerful while you've got them equipped, as well as you do. Everything just increases in power. What does that mean when you have to hit start? Oh, it just gets rid of it, I see. They're all leveling up, aren't they? Can't half rattle through these sort of enemies once you've got something like Rain of Arrows. Just feckin' annihilates them, especially with support on it. Getting flanked here. An orb of transmutation, thank you. Take a bit of that action. It's worth noting that the areas don't come back exactly as they were either in the main part. So you'll get the same, you'll always get, the entrances will always be there somewhere to other locations, and the things you need will always be there, but the actual layout will be different once the map reloads, that is. I don't think you can actually hurt them. Bit of a big fight coming up here. That'll do nicely. Tell you, it's a good job we didn't start that big fight in the middle while we were at it. Right, can you stop attacking me while I pick up my stuff? Thank you. Chainmail tunic. Well, that sword will get us... that's a great sword, actually, for someone that's a swords person. But we'll sell it for our good currency. And they're always covered. They've always got a border of green. Those ones that give you that decent item when you sell them. Yeah, you get one of those essences if you do this fight here and complete it. Just checking there's no other enemies that are gonna noise us up. Oh, fucking hell. Give me a right whack there. Oh, fucking hell. Ow, ow. So that because his shield keeps going back up. Go on, got you. Thank you. And a level up. Whoa! So there's our essence that we just got. I think we'll take those actually. Well, it'd be rude not to do our upgrade while we're here. Level up and ride your pony. So we're going to get 12% increased damage with bows and 12% increased damage over time with the bow skill. It's worth noticing that that's increased projectile damage, not just bow. I mean, obviously that's going to be a lot to do with arrows, but there's lots of projectiles in the game. Whereas that's your whole bow status that's getting increased damage. And increased damage over time with bows is awesome as well. Increased damage with that. Increased speed's a big one as well, though. It really is. And I've actually avoided it there, look. Well, I did with my other playthrough. I just kept going that way. because we tend to top up on a bit of attack speed with these major ones that we keep hitting. I think... can I go straight to that one from there? I feel like I need to go around there and then back for that. And I'm not sure I did. I think I left it. So, well, with my other character. No, maybe I didn't actually, because there's quite a lot of... No, I think maybe I did take this actually. Yeah, there's a huge amount of bow stuff in that. Huge amount of damage. So we'll definitely be doing that little circle before we keep going to the right. Oh, actually, that's a good point. I took these as well. Ooh. Yeah, that was 8% increased maximum mana, and flasks applied to you have 5% increased effect. And then that one was 20% increased maximum mana. Gain 4 mana per enemy hit with attacks if you've used a mana flask in the past 10 seconds, and plus 20 to strength and intelligence. So they're well worth getting those. There's a 20% chance to avoid being stunned, and regenerate 2% of life per second if you just use a life flask. So, yeah. I think I misunderstood those though. I think I thought I was getting that all the time, not just after I'd used a flask, but... Anyway. It's possible. I mean, the thing is, it is actually great to get the 20 intelligence as well, because you need that for equipping certain things as well as the dexterity. So, and possible. Maybe we should do this circle first and then come back to those. But anyway, I'll have a think about it while we head on to our next points, people. Travel to Iron Light. Alright, we've done this now. That was the big fight down here. That's that done. So we need to go back to Lionel's Watch to finish that. We need to find the Fetid Pool. And we need to talk to Tarklee. So let's get the hell out of here. Mind you, that said, there's bits of this we haven't discovered yet. That was a nice dead end to fight my way to. And another dead end as it happens. Not overly sure what I missed there to get... no, I don't think I've missed anything. It's another route, isn't it, to those particular spots, I think. That's all it is. You really do have to resort to the big map at times just to get your bearings. Yeah, that's it. Never leave XP behind, people. That's my golden rule. Wherever you can. The only time I move on really is when the XP is so low you can't even see the yellow bar in the top left moving up, which is your XP accumulator. Pretty sure this area outside is going to need rediscovered though. Hey. Oh yeah, it's just the entrance we're looking for, isn't it? Did I come over here? No, I didn't. I was looking for a waypoint there on the map, which is why I was getting confused. The Submerged Passage. So there's still more to find in the mudflats, people. Well, in fact, this has been totally timed out, so it's reloaded. So we're going to have to rediscover this. Which isn't a bad thing, because we're still probably getting decent XP in this area, so... And we're killing things faster now as well, which is awesome. I don't think you need to pick those up again anymore, but anyway. I'm getting some good drops in here now.
My mana is gone.
That's our entrance, yeah. I think in this particular case, the mudflats are in exactly the same location. Well, there's the Fetid Pool, people. That's exactly what we were after. The speed at which you can clear out these areas is so good that, as I said earlier, it does become well worth cleaning out. I mean, certainly an area of this size, which is quite small, just clear it out a couple of times because you'll get so much XP for it. I mean, look how, what are we up to, level 7 or something? And we've only played 2 parts. Orb of Chance, thank you. Not to mention the pickups I'm getting from doing it. There's a big fella here, look. He's dead. Pretty sure that's the one we've read already, isn't it?
Storms descend on us from the north. Unnatural tempests of rage and hatred, lashing our backs, tearing at our houses. The rain is shot with shadow. It withers our crops, sickens our livestock.
What the hell? It's dishing out the old scrolls for fun in this section.
A spirit that breeds melancholy. A spirit that creeps through our dreams, weaves tales of misdeed around our resting minds. We try not to listen. We try to remember ourselves. Some of us, brothers fight, brothers die. Calm punishes those that quarrel, that steal, that murder. Yet still the nightmares goad us into malefaction. We are vanished from sleep.
Wow, I'm happy with that, people. Fetid Pool time. I just think there's something with the word pool at the end of it's going to be quite nice, but with the word fetid in front of it, I think we'll find not so much. It's basically we just got to kill everything in here. I'm going to get another level up really soon. might actually move these moves around. On my, I'm really liking the cold one that I'm using here. I think I actually prefer it to the flame one.
My mana is gone.
And I'm using it more than traps, certainly. So I think traps could do with being on the... It's comfortable where it is, but because you have to hold down... I mean, I suppose I could put them all on the left trigger, couldn't I? Which could get a bit complicated. But when you want to top up the mana, your finger's on the right trigger, so you have to take it off to put the mana on, to put it back on the right trigger to use it again. He did. Well, that's the big baddie done. The battered helm. Driftwood floating underwater. I think I'll leave those. Ah! There's another big guy down here. I'll take his coral ring, thank you. Level up and ride your pony. Here we go, people. Now I think I am going to go around this way. Attack speed with bows, increased accuracy rating. Yeah, I'm going to circle around to this one first, and then we're going to come back to these ones, I think. Oh, I can get that one straight away. I thought I had to go all the way around. Woo! Getting that first then. 20% increased damage with bows, 6% increased attack speed with bows, 10% increased accuracy rating with bows, 20% increased damage over time with bows. Bloody hell. Have it. Right, now that I've got that, we'll definitely do these next then. Wow. Bring it. I am power. Yeah, the snow one seems to be a lot quicker, but I think it's because with the fire one you've got the lasting damage of fire maybe, which is why it's a bit slower on the actual fire. Because if we compare that to that, it's a bit slower, isn't it? That's it. Talk to Tarklee for our reward, people. In fact, we might be getting some skill. You get skill points for doing quests as well as leveling up, people. In fact, that's all we've got to do at the moment. We need to go back to Lion Eye's Watch to do anything more. This house is clean. Well, that said, we can actually... Well, pretty close to the entrance. I was going to say we could use a portal scroll, because did I use one yet? I can't remember if I've used a portal scroll yet. Let's do one, just so that you've seen it in action. There you go. Then you fire straight back to Lion Eye's Watch. Or whatever the most recent hometown is, depending on what act you're in. And then you can just come back to that portal and go straight back to where you were within the period of time, which... Check what you need to look that up to see how much time you get. I think it's about 10 minutes, maybe. Well, I think I'm going to do... currency stashing. It's a level 7 ring, that. I think I prefer the one we've got on. So that can get sold. They can both get sold, really.
Yes?
I have some gifts for you, my friend. Well, I say gifts. You need to buy them from me. Mind you, that one, technically speaking, is kind of for our character. Anything with evasion rather than armor is really more the style I go. Oh, yeah. Woo! It's only got one socket in it though, so that's why it's no use to us. Good helm though. Actually, those gloves might suit us. Oh yeah, they're the wrong colour though, aren't they? It's too... Well, we could try and change the colours. Let's bring those back. And the armour's not really what I'm after either. Get rid of that. So let's try and change the colours of this. Oh. Oh, I need to identify it first. Just wants to give me the bloody blue and red one way or the other, doesn't it? We've got quite a few of those. Let's just try it a few times. So you go use, and you hit square, it'll keep trying for you. Well, that's one of each. Ah, well, we could leave them like that, I think. What's on this one? Yeah, we've got two joined greens there, which is what we've got there. So we could put a red support on them, as they are. 3 greens would have been nicer, but definitely better gloves than we've got on. That said, I might actually have something in the inventory that we can use now. After going through that faff. Yeah, not so much. Not got a huge amount in the way of boots. Another pair there we can't use yet. Okay, put those on then. And if we can find a red support gem, in theory we could do explosive trap with another support if we can find one that supports explosive trap. Otherwise we put that in something else like that, and yeah, we've got plenty of spaces, haven't we? We can check with her and see if she's got the old arrow, rain of arrows yet. Actually, have I got it? I've got so many things over here. It is a green. Splash support. Not seeing it. They're all supports, aren't they? Does poison support explosive trap? It does, yeah. But it's a red socket we've got, isn't it, in that? Yeah, it is. Okay, right, let's shift on. Let's get rid of those. We'll hang on to our essence. Don't really want to hang on to those. Need to sell that. I need to sell that necklace as well. You're saying, Tarklee?
Now that you've drained that passage, best I warn you about something. I was running down a wounded rower one night's eve when I glimpsed something in that waterlogged cavern. Looked a bit like a sand spitter, only the size of a bloody ox. I reckon it's nesting down in...
Yeah, we've already got it.
If you're going that way, then do us a favor. Spill the old shield crab's guts before it gets hungry and comes looking for us.
Okay, what we getting here? Bear trap, puncture, riposte, and shrapnel. Oh, shrapnel ballista. I've definitely taken that. They're basically things you can throw onto the battlefield that start shooting things out. You can throw sort of 3 of them down at a time, I think, if I remember rightly. So we're taking that. Ballista. Oh, and he's also giving me dash for no apparent reason.
You managed to kill a granddaddy crab. A pity you couldn't lug it up out of the caves for us. Could have made quite the chowder out of it. No matter. We've got one less reason to fear the dark, but I've got one more thing to thank you for.
Woohoo! Passive skill point.
A necromancer. Just the one, was it? Guess the bastard got a bit lonely, decided to make himself some pets. Well, good to see you don't mind getting your hands good and filthy. Here, to mark a dirty job well done.
Yeah, that's passive respec points, where you can take stuff out and put them somewhere else, so I tend not to use those quite so much if I've planned ahead a little. Useful though, still useful.
On the Emperor's Road, via Prisoner's Gate. Had to skirt around Axiom Prison. That's the holdfast of Brutus the Warden. Bloody treacherous trip it was. Worth it? There's forest inland. Game, berries, fruit. More food than we can scrounge here. But most here wouldn't survive the journey. Would be a damn sight easier if we could pass through the prison. Tell you what, you carve us a path up the coast, find us a way past or through Brutus, and you'll have more than a few lives owing to you.
And there you go. So, we have got a... As far as I'm aware, that's the only way to respec points. You can't just respec for the sake of respecing. I think I've have some recollection of somebody telling me, or me even getting something that you can use to do an entire respec much later on in the game, but it's not something you can do on a regular basis, so you know, plan ahead, make sure you know what you're doing. But they are useful, those respec points, if you just want to change a few things and mix it up a little bit. But I tend to just save them up, not use them too often. And there's our point. So we'll definitely take shrapnel ballista and put it on something. Where was our spare holes, madam? I feel like ballista might benefit from a red collection, which would mean that probably better put an explosive trap over here. Put ballista there. We could put dash on, but I'm just going to check with Nessa if she's got... Oh yeah, I can use our point, can't we? One skill point. So 8% increased mana, maximum mana, and flash supplied so you have 5% increased blah. And the next one down is going to give us 20% increased mana, maximum mana. And gain 4 mana per enemy hit with attacks if you've just used a flask. And plus 20 to strength and intelligence, which is well handy. That's coupled out, so well worth grabbing those while we're on our way. So that one and that one and that one and that one. Can't remember what the ones at the bottom were. Mind you, that's another 8% maximum mana. I don't... Chance to avoid being stunned. And that's attack speed increase, global accuracy rating, and plus mana. Pretty... yeah, that's might be worth grabbing that, but I didn't. As far as I remember, I just grabbed to there for those two, and then I went back up to my main run. And there at the top there, you can see your respec, 2 refund points just under the main banner. Right, I was just going to check if Nessa had...
Where is yours?
Shrapnel Ballista. Well, that's the one we've just got. Yeah, I'm not seeing Rain of Arrows just yet. Can't remember when I got it. I can't remember if I actually bought it or whether I got it from a quest. There's Decoy Totem as well. You need strength 20 to use it though, so you need the dex and the strength and the intelligence to use these as well, these gems, it's worth noting. Yeah, don't have it yet, Rain of Arrows, so... However, is there something that will support Ancestral Call? Doesn't support anything we've got. But Chance to Bleed support will work on the Shrapnel Ballista. And we can't use it quite yet, but we'll be able to use it when we get that next level up. We need another Balar amount of strength in order to use that red one. There's a Chance to Poison support, I suppose. Could put that on it. Mind you, yeah, it's because it's a red socket though, isn't it? Yeah. Chance to Bleed, or... yeah. Supports melee strike calls. Yeah, that's for melee. Use that one. We'll buy that, I think. Gives us something for the ballista. And we'll put it in, but it won't actually activate until we get the next level up, because we need that. Oh, in fact, it won't let us put it in. That's fair enough. So we'll carry it about with us, because we better... Where does it tell us what... There we go. So at the moment we've got strength of 14. And to use that red gem we need 21, I think. Oh no, 16. That's right, we just need another 2. And in our next level up, in our passives, we're going to get that. And that's why I was saying that these things are important to pick up on the way, because that's going to give us plus 20 to strength and intelligence, which will let us use more gems for both blue and red. Because we're picking up dexterity just by going along this line. So... that one's covered. So there you go. So that's going to get socketed in straight away, people. Yeah, so there's Ballista now. Off camera, I might just have a little play with where I've got my moves. I'm not going to bother putting that dash on because I won't use it. But I'll have a little play with my moves because I feel like I want to have that snow or ice move on the bog standard one. Or start using L2, which might be more comfortable than R2. Anyway, well there you go. I think that's probably an ideal place to wrap it up, people. We've done alright there. That's Level 9 we're on. Heading towards level 10 now. Let's come down here out of the way. You'll see our portals vanish because we're taking too long. But that's okay because we didn't need to go back there anyway. I think if you look at your world, you can go down at the bottom here. Something else that I don't think I showed off. And if you use right and left on the D-pad, it'll jump around all of the quests that you've got and tell you about them on the right hand side. And the one that we've got is the way forward. And if you click on it, sometimes if there's certain places to go, it'll put little star, like a little star symbol around the circles on here to show you what path you need to take. In this case, it's just showing us where the question marks are. So we need to go back to the Submerged Passage and work our way through it. We need to find the entrance to come out the other side, basically, which is what we'll be doing in the next part, people. So there you are. I hope that has once again been of help to ye beginners out there. And if you aren't a beginner and you played it before, I hope you've enjoyed watching it anyway. We'll carry on with this playthrough, I think. Certainly for a number of episodes more. If you guys still want to see more, I'll keep doing it. So there you are, folks. Thoroughly enjoyed that. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you once again in Path of Exile on the PlayStation 5. And I shall catch you in the next one, folks. Take it easy. Bye.